As with their climate targets, the Scottish Government is not on track to meet its targets to cut car use. Instead of putting forward a practical solution for success, it sounds like their preferred solution is just to drop the target altogether. We urgently need to cut car use to tackle the climate emergency. We need cheaper trains, buses and ferries to drive up passenger numbers. We need better connections for rural communities. And we need public ownership of bus services so that they are run for the people who use them, not for private profit. Will the First Minister confirm that the Scottish Government is scrapping the car use reduction target?
First Minister.
As is well understood, there are significant challenges in us meeting the car use target, and that issue is being considered within Government at this time. What's important is that I set out the range of other measures that the Government is taking to invest in supporting the use of public transport, which is our way out of the challenges that we face on this issue. One of those investments is the support to the concessionary travel scheme, which is now much more extensively available since we expanded that, with the support of our colleagues in the Green Party, to under-22s. We have also invested significantly in active travel, with support sustained in the Government's budget, which attracted support in Parliament earlier on this year, to make sure that we address the necessity of changing the priorities of individuals. The Government has examined and explored a range of different options to support the development of this policy. We will continue to do that as we work as part of our climate agenda to reduce car use and to increase the reliance of members of the public on public transport.
Lorna Slater.
Scotland simply cannot afford any more broken promises on climate. If we don't act now, economists have found that Scotland could be up to £140 billion poorer by 2035. People have been paying the price for a lack of progress to insulate our homes and move away from expensive gas heating through their soaring energy bills. There is no route to net zero by 2045 that doesn't involve making our homes warmer and cheaper to heat by insulating them and replacing gas heating systems. Bold action is needed on climate to get Scotland back on track. What new action will next week's programme for government contain to reduce our sky-high energy bills and achieve the rapid cut needed in the use of fossil fuels?
First Minister.
Obviously, the details of the programme for government will be set out next Tuesday, but we've given a commitment already to the introduction of the Heat and Buildings legislation, which will be brought forward in this parliamentary session to support us in our efforts. We've also invested, or committed to investing in this current budget year, £300 million in the heat and building programmes, which will increase energy efficiency and provide financial support to do exactly what Lorna Slater has put to me. Now, that comes alongside over £1.63 billion of funding through our heat and building schemes in this parliamentary session so far. So I simply say to Lorna Slater, I understand her passion and determination to make progress on the climate agenda. I share that. It's at the heart of the government's priorities. But we have to also recognise the formidable financial commitments that have been made to decarbonise heating systems in the homes of our constituents, to make sure that we make a contribution through that mechanism to reducing the effect on the climate, and that will be at the heart of the government's agenda as we move forward.